let me look for the new card that just dropped. Make a promise for victory with Emblema of Oath. Okay, let's promise to come back together in one piece, all right? Oh, the one piece. Okay. Not called Centurion, though. But anyways. It's a quick play spell card. You can only activate one card with this card's name per turn, and you get to choose one of these effects. You can either place a Centurion monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous trap, and if you do, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn while you control a card with the placed card's original name, except Centurion monsters. Or you get to set any Centurion spell and trap directly from your deck. I mean, yeah, this card is phenomenal. Right? This card is simply phenomenal. Right? This card is completely insane. It does everything. It's like, because all of the Centurions special summon themselves from the spell and trap zone. So it's essentially E-teleport. It's essentially emergency teleport. It does lock you a little bit. And I say a little bit because it's a very specific lock. It's basically you are locked into Centurions from the extra deck, but only while you control a card with that name. Right? So you could make a Centurion synchro with it, and then later you're not locked anymore. Right? So yeah. And then also, the second effect doesn't lock you at all. You can just set any Centurion spell and trap from your deck. Right? You can just get the field spell because it's called Centurion. What other targets are there? Hold up. Let me quickly... Centurion. There was, I believe, only one wave of support so far. Yeah, this one. So, you have the field spell, which is very good. You have Faith of Centurion, which was it's a reasonable card, but it's not super good. It's like follow-up. But it's a quick play spell, so if you'd set it, you cannot use it on that turn. So that's not that good. The traps, you can like get the counter trap if you already have combo, which is good. Yeah, no, it's a strong card for sure. This is a very strong card for sure. I think most of the time you're going to want to use this effect. Right? I think most of the time you're going to want to use this effect, unless you really want the field spell, right? But very often, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone is going to use 3 of the field spell anyways. So if you already have the field spell, it doesn't really matter. You can just do this. Like the fact that this card just has 2 really useful effects is completely crazy. You know, this card is very good. Now, once again, I wanna emphasize that I am not super worried about Centurion just yet, simply because I don't believe that by the time we get those cards, we will still have the Calamity lock around. I don't think that's the thing. I am still 100% expecting them to ban something from the, like, either Crimson Dragon or the Calamity in the TCG, because it doesn't seem like something. It really does not. It does not seem like something that the TCG would want around, really. You have too much faith in Konami? I don't think so. I don't think that's too much faith. They banned Super Heavy Samurai really quick. And I think Calamity will be gone until we get this archetype. So it remains to be seen what the end board of Centurion will be when we get those cards, right? Because at this point in time, it's still like, I mean, for the OCG, this is probably in a couple weeks, or maybe even sooner than that. I don't know exactly when the deck building pack comes out in the OCG, probably in the upcoming weeks. In the TCG, this is like months down the line, right? So keep that in mind, right? 2 weeks, this Saturday. Okay, this Saturday. Apparently they get it this week. But for us, this is like months down the line, right? November is what someone in chat is saying. Might be November, could be. I don't know for sure, but could be. If it is November, then, you know, that is 3 months down the line. That is at least one more ban list, which I am expecting it to be the ban list that gets us rid of the Calamity. So, you know, it remains to be seen. If Calamity is still around when this set drops in the TCG, then I'll be worried. Okay, but for now, I don't think... Look, there's enough stuff to be worried about in the TCG. If you already go crazy about something that we might never get, I think you just like complaining a little bit too much. Do you think they'll do another Vanquish Soul with this deck? Do you mean rarity wise? I'm not sure. I am not sure how well the Vanquish Soul set was received in the community, right? I don't know how well it did, like sales wise and stuff like that, right? So I don't know if they'll do something like that again. It's probably dependent on that, right? It's probably dependent on that. If the set performed well for them, they will probably do it again, because why wouldn't they? Honestly, let's be real here. Even though it sucked for everyone that wanted to play Vanquish Soul, let's just think about it from a logic standpoint. If that set did well for them, why would they not do it again, right? Yes, it sucks for certain people that want to get the cards, but if it's a business practice that works, then why would you not do it? On the other hand, if the set didn't do that great, which honestly I don't think it performed that great, right? If it didn't perform that great, then they will probably not do it again because it didn't do well, right? You know, I think it's simple like as that, right? The only thing is that we don't have those exact numbers, right? We don't have those exact numbers on how well the set did in terms of, like, you know, how well it sold and how many people actually picked up the Vanquish Soul cards. Yeah, I'm not seeing it a lot these days. I'm not seeing Vanquish Soul a whole lot in these, like, you know, tournaments, regionals and stuff like that. So maybe it wasn't that successful. But either way, I'm expecting definitely Centurion as of now to be the selling point of this set when we get it, right? It's definitely the most promising archetype from this set, which is crazy because normally when we get those side sets recently, in recent months or the recent year, the side sets have normally introduced archetypes that looked solid, but they were not like broken. They were not broken right off the bat, right? Usually, like Pearly, Rescue Ace, Vanquish Soul, all those decks, they came into the meta and they were not really that strong. They needed like more support, like significantly more support. Even Labyrinth, no, you guys are right. Even Labyrinth wasn't that good, right? Runic was good, but people didn't really respect it enough. Right? Runic was really good, but people didn't think it was going to be that good. That's why the cards were so cheap. It's going to be interesting to see how something like this is going to be received and handled, because this is something where everyone knows it's going to be strong, right? Everyone already knows this is going to be strong. It's not like one of those deck building sets where everything is regarded as kind of mid, right? At least for me, that's like interesting. Because, yeah. Obviously, everyone is going to want, or a lot of people are going to want those cards right on release. Which is not the same as it was for Pearly, Rescue Ace, even Runic, for us. I mean, OCG people probably still look back at Tactical Masters and still think, hey, what a shit set, dude. Runic cards, they only gave us this whack stun deck, dude. I hated that. Why did it only introduce this stun deck? And these cards are completely not useful in any other constellation, right? They can only be used as stun cards. I hate it here. That's the OCG stands on Runic to this day. Those are the new... Oh, that is the new... That is the new... Centurion support spell. Really good one. Really strong one. Expect to see Centurion be viable in the TCG, honestly.